Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Skip the Lines podcast with Jonathan Mitchell. And we are here with my guy, Eric Agelko. What's up, brother?
Doing well, man. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. Thank you for being here. And how's your day going?
Hectic. Yeah, no, I was out of town for a few days, and it's amazing. You take one day off the week, and all of a sudden, you got 5 meetings a day back to back with 30 minutes to go and grab lunch.
Oh, yeah, dude. You pay for that downtime. You were in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, my brother is a surgeon in Philadelphia.
What type of surgeon?
Everything. Gunshot wounds, burns. He's a trauma surgeon.
Does he work in the ER?
He works in the ER. He's a trauma surgeon at Temple Hospital, which is in an area of Philadelphia that's like a very high crime area. So it's a crazy job.
Okay. So you went the way of real estate, people, management, money, and your brother went the way of public service, but I'm sure he gets compensated well as well.
Yeah, I would say my brother is the smartest person I know. He definitely is more intellectually driven and is not motivated by capitalism or accruing wealth. He really just wants to save the world.
That's awesome.
I think between the two of us, I'm super interested in capitalism and, accruing wealth.
So am I. I love capitalism. That's one thing you and I have in common for sure.
I think Jonathan and I are going to start a t-shirt line, I Heart Capitalism.
100%. So tell me about growing up. How many siblings do you have?
Perfect. Yeah, I grew up in Ventura, California, which is like a central coast between LA and Santa Barbara.
Gorgeous area.
Gorgeous area. My parents still live there. One brother, younger brother. Fun fact, we actually have the same birthday, 4 years apart.
Okay. How was that?
My parents are just very precise.
They are very, very precise.
But no, my ordinary childhood growing up, played sports, did track and field, cross country. My mom was a teacher. My dad was in the real estate business as well, self-employed. So I got some early exposure to the benefits of being your own boss. Went to school at San Francisco State. Great place to live. Got exposed to a lot of into the tech business. Mm-hmm. Worked for a couple tech startups in a variety of sales roles. Had some of my own entrepreneurial endeavors with websites and internet marketing. Finished school and basically just decided, the Bay Area is just too crazy expensive. I moved to San Diego in 2014, kind of impulsively. A friend of mine was living down here and I came to visit for a party. And he had this great 1-bedroom in La Mesa that was overlooking a pool, and it was new and it was renovated and the weather was nice and there was girls walking around. And it turned out he was paying for this 1-bedroom the same price I was paying to rent a room.
Sure.
In an old tacky 3-bedroom in San Francisco.
You didn't know La Mesa was not, San Diego proper at that time, but it didn't matter because the sun was shining and it was awesome comparatively to where were you in San Francisco?
I was in the outer Sunset, 35th and Pacheco. I really enjoyed my time up there, but it's definitely, I think, the slogan of San Diego being America's finest city lives up to the hype.
Love San Diego, dude. I think everyone who knows me knows that. Okay, and then...
So moved down here in 2014, didn't really have a clue what I was going to do. Financially, I just, the weather was great. I got a good deal on an apartment and I had a little bit of savings from some business endeavors I had been in college. So I was like, I'm just going to float it for 6 months and figure it out. Moved down here. I had a business that was we'll build a website and help you market your local business, kind of a company. Did okay. It wasn't really my passion, and I sort of saw the writing on the wall that as technology evolves, the value of someone building a website for you was just diminishing. The DIY option was getting too good, and I decided to get into real estate. I had been watching a lot of episodes of $1 Million Listings New York and just seeing the commissions that these guys were making and what was involved. I was like, I have always been a natural salesperson. I've had pretty much every crappy sales job you can imagine. So I figured this is the highest and best use of that skill. So I got my real estate license. Commercial real estate seemed like a better outlet for my skill set. It's more of a analytical decision in terms of what's a good deal and what's a good deal, whereas residential real estate.
Different customers as well.
Different customers, more emotionally driven. I feel like to some extent investment real estate is a more merit-based economy in terms of who gets the clients long term. So Started at a small firm in Mission Valley, just like a 2-man band kind of company. Initially, I wanted...
And you were acting as an agent and trying to get into the commercial space. Was it a commercial brokerage or both?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
So I was an agent. They had a commercial brokerage. I thought I was going to sell apartment buildings because that's what my dad's experience was in. The company that I worked for did a lot of commercial leasing, specifically representing tenants. So I just got thrown into that. It was super challenging and frustrating. And I joke to the agents at our company that I'm training now that's like, I have failed more times than you have tried.
Sure.
You know, and that is why I've achieved.
Do you feel like, Eric, that some of the grit that we have... How old are you?
I'm 33.
Okay, so you're younger than me, by significantly younger than me. But do you feel like some of the grit that maybe you had as a kid is dissipating? Because I'll put it to you this way. When I got going in the loan game, it was basically like they used to hand you a title book from Chicago Title. They just dropped it on your desk and said, start making calls. And that was it. There was no dialers. There was no, maybe I told you this story. I heard some guys bragging. This has happened multiple times about, 200, 300, 400 calls in a day. Like, that's the thing. Eric, in my day, it was 1,000 calls by lunch, bro. And, you didn't get 10, 15 numbers going all simultaneously. The computer was doing the work for you, and then you picked up when someone picked up. It was blow and go until you find someone, try to set an appointment, try to close them right there.